Craig Carter, Pan Am. I can't wait to get on one of your planes.
I can't wait to have you on one of them.
I'm excited.
There's going to be plenty of them.
Thank you for coming to Scottsdale to do this interview.
Thank you for having me.
Craig Carter spent decades in aviation, from American Airlines to running his own travel company. But when offered the chance to bring iconic Pan Am back, he couldn't say no.
I'll be choosing 8 young ladies to be a part of Pan Am's future stewardess program.
This thing with Pan Am just fell in my lap. How many times in our lifetime are you going to be able to own an iconic brand like Pan Am?
Right.
And this journey has been a whirlwind ever since.
And you're about a year into it now.
Year and a half.
Year and a half. And where do we stand now? You just finished a 12-day flight, which went off without a hitch.
It was a phenomenal flight for us.
The 12-day tour recreated historic Pan Am flight routes, starting in New York City's JFK, with stops in Bermuda, Portugal, France, the UK, and Ireland, and was a 5-star luxury ride all the way. So it was pretty, just a spectacular kind of kickoff to what you're about to do.
Yeah, we were really wanting to know, does Pan Am still have that world-renowned credibility? 1991, when Pan Am first went bankrupt, Coca-Cola and Pan Am were the 2 most recognizable brands in the world.
Right. So did you get your answer? Are people needing this right now?
When we landed in Shannon, and there was a group of 11-year-old kids wanting to talk to me, and I'm asking them questions like, how do you guys even know about Pan Am?
Right.
This was way before you were born.
It's in their history books. So from the people who were on that journey with you, what were their responses to it? Because it's literally the same setup as it was back in the day.
They really did pay homage to the uniforms. On our first night in Bermuda, I pinned the flight attendants with real authentic Pan Am wings, and it got emotional for some of them. One of the best reactions was like, Craig, do we have to get off the plane? Can we just sleep on the plane?
And we live here.
Yes.
Let's talk about timing right now, because it couldn't be better. Flying right now is dicey. Everybody has a story they can tell about a pretty bad experience on a flight. How are you going to keep this intact to make the flights the Pan Am way, which is basically perfect?
Well, we have to offer a premium service. We have to celebrate Pan Am's history in today's terms with technology. The configuration of the aircraft has to be celebrated in Pan Am's glory days. It was iconic.
So take me through a flight. I buy a ticket, I get on, and then what happens?
You're greeted at the gate, you get on the aircraft, and you nestle into a lie flat, perfectly, beautifully configured seat.
This sounds like a dream.
Served champagne, caviar. It's quite the experience, and that's what we're trying to do, is bring that luxury back to the market.
What is it that you're nervous about in this whole process? Or are you not?
Oh no, there's a lot. The complexity of the airline industry is pretty tough. The financing, the operational, the infrastructure of having an airline operate efficiently. It can be a little bit overwhelming, but we think we've got the right people handling each particular part of the operation.
When is it just officially going to be ready for folks to book?
Playing our cards right, we could be in a scheduled service next July.
Now, how much money do I have to save up to go somewhere in
I think
July?
we're going to be pretty competitive when it comes to the regular service.
Okay, define competitive.
JFK is going to be one particular airport that we want to make sure we fly in and out of. Miami, that's where the Pan Am Flight Academy is located.
How much would that be?
It depends if you're going to fly business class or you're going to fly premium coach.
No, I'm business.
Yeah, you're business.
I'm
okay.
business.
Yeah, I'm right now the market for that particular flight on a business class travel booked within 7 days probably cost a couple grand.
When people hear about this and they go, and they're going to have imagination about what it's going to be, can you tell people what it's not going to be?
We're not going to be a low-cost carrier. That's exactly the epitome or the exact opposite of what Pan Am was. To be a low-cost carrier in this market, we're not going to dilute the history and the great iconic brand.
From presidents to pop culture icons, Pan Am made travel glamorous. Now the name is being reimagined beyond the runway. What other than the flights and the airline itself are you excited about as well?
Well, I am very excited about the Pan Am Hotel opening up in Los Angeles. It was an old office building being converted into a hotel, about 130 rooms right next to the Citadel in Los Angeles.
Wow.
So next to that is going to be the Pan Am Experience. Where it's a complete restaurant lounge. We're bringing in a 747, chopping it up and reassembling the aircraft inside this giant warehouse right next to the hotel. So when you go to the hotel, you've got the Citadel in terms of having a high-end mall experience. Then you've got the hotel and then the Pan Am Experience.
So this is like a Pan Am universe.
Well, we plan to make it something special.
How do you plan to cater to those younger folk who didn't experience it when it was once a big thing?
Well, a lot of the younger people that know or have some type of information about Pan Am always comes from the relatives. So we're capitalizing on that.
Yeah.
Yet with the new generation that may not know anything, we're making sure that the technology that we have within either the aircraft, the hotel, and or the Pan Am Experience gives everybody that expectation of, hey, I just don't want to sit on an old airplane with a seat that's all smelly and crusty. That's not it.
Right,
this is all with new, and the foundation is being built off great technology.
So there's no pretzels on the plane?
Well, if they are, they're going to be nice and warm and toasty and chewy to eat. Yes.
What is that specific reaction that you want to hear once you get this thing up and running?
That the flight wasn't long enough. Can we just circle around the airport one more time? That's the kind of compliment I'm looking for.
Are you super excited or are you very nervous or both?
Oh, I'm absolutely excited about this.
Are you sleeping at night?
Yeah, well, no, not a lot, because there's so many people that have such high expectations that we need to meet these expectations.
You got a lot of pressure. Good for you. I'm excited.
Well, thank you.